Hello, year one. Welcome to your first geography lesson. We didn't do geography last term, we did history. So our geography lessons are going to take place at the same time as our history do. So without further ado, we're going to get started with some vocabulary. So we're going to do my turn, your turn. If you're a bit stuck on some of the vocab or you're not sure what it is, you could always press pause and go and research it. So I will talk through a few of them, but most of them we'll just get on with and get used to saying them. So to start with, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, directions, oceans, beach, forest, hill, mountain, sea, river, weather, city, town, village, factory, house, office, shop. Okay, so all of those words we're going to run through in a bit more detail as we go through the topic. Okay, so today this is our knowledge organizer for year one. Now we have different bits that we are going to learn about, so you could see the weather, some different directions, some continents. That's what we're going to do today. We've also got some facts about the equator and some maps. We've also got the United Kingdom here, which is the cities within the United Kingdom as well, and then again our key vocabulary. So please don't worry about the vocab. We just ran through them quite quickly this afternoon, sorry, because we've got a lot to get through to today. So today's skill, our geography skill that we will be using, is to use a world map to find continents and oceans, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So at school, we would be using an atlas, okay, and you can see in an atlas, it's basically lots of maps of around the world. Okay, so but today we're going to be looking at a world map. So now would be your opportunity to press pause. If you've got a world map, go and get one. If you could research a world map, get one up on an iPad or a laptop or a device. Or if you've got a globe, go and get that. But if you haven't, don't worry, because there'll be lots of pictures of it on the screen. But if you want that physical resource in front of you, now's your chance to go get it. Okay, so our LI is to identify the 7 continents and 5 oceans. To name 7 continents of the world, to name the 5 oceans. We might use a few compass directions, and we might also highlight or identify where the United Kingdom is. Okay, so that is our LI today. So what you can see here is a world map. Okay, here is a globe. Okay, and here is a globe. I want you to see on your map or on the map on the screen if you can spot anywhere that you know. Okay, you might have family who live in different parts of the world. My sister lives in Australia, so she lives down here, and I live here, so we live a long way away from each other. So maybe you've got family a long way away. Okay, so on this map, you can see all the different countries, but you can also see the continents within the countries. So we're going to go into a bit more what is a continent. You can also see this blue stuff. Does anybody know what this blue stuff is? Okay, there's a few places it says it. Okay, that is the oceans. We're going to be learning about those as well today. So this is a world map showing 7 different continents. Okay, can you see how they're different colours? We've got a yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we've got 7 continents. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you a little clip that you can watch at home. It's on YouTube, but I'm going to share it with you right now. So here we go.
The world is split up into continents, there are 7 in all. And if you get the gist, we're gonna make a list from biggest to small. They are Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia. Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia.
Hey, my name is Asia, and more than half of the world lives here, but whatever.
And I am Africa with desert for miles, and my Nile is the longest river.
North America, start down in Panama, wide open spaces all the way to Canada.
I'm South America with animals galore, where the rainforest grows, cause the rain really pours.
I'm Antarctica, and I'm totally ours.
And I'm Europe, you're welcome, for the pasta, pizza, waffles, and fries.
I am Australia, some call me Oceania. I got a lot of islands, too many to explain to ya.
We are Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia.
Okay, fantastic. So you might want to have a look and see if you can find that video on YouTube. So we're going to find out a little bit more about the different continents. I'm just going to check I'm sharing my screen. Let's try again. And share. Okay, so we know our continents. Okay, they are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Okay, so what is a continent? A continent is a very large landmass. Okay, so the reason it's not blue is because it is land. If it is blue, it is the ocean. Okay, so continents are usually separated by water and other features such as mountains. Okay, and continents only cover 29% of the earth. The rest of the earth's surface is water, so it's oceans. That's incredible. Okay, there's only 29% of it is land, is earth. Okay, crazy. So we're going to find out about the different continents. So we've got Asia to start with. Asia is here, the purple one, is 2/3 of the world's population live in Asia. Has lots of major countries, including India and China. The Himalayas, the world's tallest mountains, are here. The Dead Sea, the lowest point of the land, is also in Asia. So the highest point and the lowest point of the land is in Asia. Asia is home to tigers, monkeys, and giant pandas. And now we're going to move to Africa, and this is the maroon color, so the red. Okay. Africa is the second biggest continent in the world. Africa has 54 countries, more than any other continent. Major countries include Egypt, Nigeria, and South Africa. The River Nile is in Africa, is thought by many to be the longest river in the world, although some claim the longest is the River Amazon in South America. Africa also has the world's biggest non-polar desert, the Sahara. In Africa, you will find giraffes, elephants, and lions. Must be hot then if all those animals are there. Now we have North America. This is the yellow one. Major countries involve USA and Canada. Pumpkin and corn originally came from here. North America is home to bears, moose, and skunks. Okay, so it's the third biggest continent. Then we've got South America, which is just underneath it, south, so it goes north, east, south, west. So we've got North and then South America. South America only has 12 countries. It includes Brazil and Argentina. The Amazon, which is the world's largest rainforest, is in this continent. Tomatoes, potato, and chocolate all come from South America originally. South America is where you will find llamas, sloths, and jaguars. Then we have Antarctica. It's the third smallest continent in the world. Antarctica is almost completely covered in ice. Okay, it's surrounded by the Southern Ocean. So this bit here is all the Southern Ocean. It is the coldest and windiest continent. Okay. Each year, hundreds of scientists live and work in Antarctica just to do some research and find out a bit more. Okay. If it's going to be that cold, which animals do you think might live there? Okay, penguins and seals. Yeah, penguins must be very cold. Okay, then we have Europe. Okay, we are in the Europe continent. Okay, this is this pink one. England is this little country here, so we're quite small, but we are part of the Europe continent. Europe has 44 countries altogether. Major countries include France, Germany, and the United Kingdom, which is where England is in. Apples, pears, and raspberries all originally come from Europe, and Europe is home to foxes, wolves, and bears. I didn't know that about bears. So then we've got Australia, or Australia is sometimes called the islands continent. It has the Great Barrier Reef, the world's largest coral reef. Okay. The nearest continent is Asia. You can see it's purple just above it. And Australia has quite unique animals. They include the kangaroo, koalas, and emus. It's pretty interesting. So what I want you to do is, you've got two options here. This is what you would have been doing if you were at school. You would be labeling and colouring in the different continents. Now, if you can get your hands on a map and you can do that, that would be fantastic. If you can't, don't worry. I want you to pick one of the continents and I want you to write some facts about it. You might even rewind in the video and write down some of my facts that I found out. But I want you to come up with some of your own. Maybe draw some pictures of the shape of your continent that you choose. So if you chose South America, it's quite an easy one to draw. Okay, and maybe draw some animals that might live there. Okay, press pause, have a go at that, and then we'll move on. Okay, now it's time to find out some of the ocean names. Okay, so we've got the Pacific and Atlantic, Antarctic, Indian Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. So I'm going to share my screen again. I have another video that I would like to show you. Oh no. Here we go.
About 70% of the surface of the earth is ocean water, and it's divided up in 5 parts from biggest to smallest. Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, Arctic. Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, Arctic.
I'm the Pacific, to be specific. I'm a third of the Earth's surface where my turf is, and my Mariana Trench is the very, very deepest in the sea.
And I'm the Atlantic, named after the Greek god Atlas, with the Bermuda Triangle and the Gulf Stream in me.
I'm the Indian Ocean, I'm the warmest around.
And I'm the Southern Ocean where Antarctica is found.
And I'm the Arctic, the smallest and the shallowest, but that's fine, you see. I've got more ice than you've ever seen. Even polar bears walk on me. We're the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, Arctic. Pacific, Atlantic. Atlantic, Indian, Southern, Arctic.
One more time.
Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, Arctic. Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, Arctic.
Fantastic. So these videos are very good. So I'm hoping I'll be able to put it in the description of our YouTube video, so you can go and watch them again, because they're very catchy and they're very fun to sing, and maybe you could learn the songs and sing them and send a video in to us on the year group, on the class emails. So here are your different oceans. I'm going to leave the screen up for a minute or two, because you might want to add that to your map that you've already created. There'll be lots of information. Okay, so you've got your continents all filled in, then you've got all your ocean filled in if you've done that. If you haven't, you again can find some facts about your ocean this time and send them into the email, the class emails, and we'll love to see all the different types of work, because we might not just get maps, we might get some videos of people singing, we might receive some more facts about the continent and the ocean that you choose. So it's up to you how you want to work.